Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has arrived in Washington, D.C. for a high-stakes meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump, aimed at ending the war with Russia. But the path to peace is facing many challenges. Russian President Vladimir Putin has set clear conditions. At the top of his list is Ukraine must hand over the eastern Donbas region. Donald Trump is backing the idea. The proposal, which emerged from a summit between Trump and Putin in Alaska, suggests that Ukraine cede Donbas to Russia. In exchange, the Kremlin has offered to freeze its military offensive in southern Ukraine, specifically in the regions of Kherson and Zaporizhia, where Russian forces currently occupy large areas. Russia has also promised to halt attacks elsewhere in Ukraine. Donbas, Ukraine's industrial heartland, has become both a symbolic and strategic centerpiece of the war. Long claimed by Russia, the region is rich in coal and steel, which are critical to Ukraine's economy. Control over Donbas will give Russia a grip on eastern Ukraine and deprive Kiev of major energy and industrial base. Military analysts warn that losing Donbas would be catastrophic for Ukraine. It could shift the front lines up to 80 kilometers west and open a direct path for Russian forces to advance towards major cities like Kharkiv, Poltava, and Dnipro. Since 2014, Russia has used proxy forces and later launched a full-scale invasion to take control of roughly 87% of the Donbas. Zelensky continues to reject any territorial concessions. He warns that withdrawing from Donbas would only pave the way for a renewed Russian offensive, and insists that Ukraine's constitution forbids surrendering or trading land. Zelensky has stated that any discussion over territory must happen face-to-face with Putin and only in the presence of U.S. and European leaders. Russia has already annexed Crimea in 2014 following a referendum and repeated that tactic in 2022, declaring control over 4 additional Ukrainian regions: Donetsk, Kherson, Luhansk, and Zaporizhia, despite not fully occupying them. Now, according to the White House schedule, Trump and Zelensky are set to meet for one-on-one talks before being joined by a group of European leaders, including French President Emmanuel Macron, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, and EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen. European allies have issued a clear warning that international borders must not be redrawn by force, with French President Macron stating that peace must not come at the cost of capitulation. For Ukraine, retaining control of the Donbas goes beyond territorial defense. It is about defending a strategic shield, protecting its economic backbone, and preventing Russia from pushing deeper into the country. For Putin, gaining full control of the region will solidify Russia's hold over eastern Ukraine and give him greater leverage in future negotiations.